What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Back to you with another episode of the rigged and scripted picks of week 2. And if you think the NFL is real, you a son of a bitch. And you gonna learn the hard way. First game, we got Minnesota versus Philadelphia, the runner-ups of the Super Bowl. Now, they destroyed the Giants last week, and Minnesota took a bad loss. Now, everybody's going to be thinking that Philly's going to run right through these boys, boy. Now, me, I don't think it's going to be that clear-cut and easy. Don't be surprised if Minnesota comes out and beats Philadelphia. They had the Chiefs lose to the Lions last week, so... Excuse me, I lost my voice. Now, why would you be surprised if Philly goes down tonight? Now, me personally, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Philly's going to win this game. Just because I just can't see Minnesota with that defense winning. But then again, they can script anything they want. They can make Minnesota look like world beaters. But I'm just going to pick Philadelphia to win this game, boys. Nice and easy. I picked Philly. All right, next game we got Green Bay versus Atlanta. Atlanta, they beat the Panthers, and Green Bay just went right through the Bears. This is going to be a not so easy game to pick. But you know what? I think I'm going to go with Green Bay. Just because it's going to be indoors. And everybody's going to be high on Atlanta. So I'm going to pick Green Bay here. Now we got Las Vegas versus Buffalo. Me personally, I don't even think Buffalo's going to make the playoffs. But that's just me. What do I know? I'm just a guy. Right? I'm the crazy guy. So, on this end over here, I think I'm going to pick the Raiders to win, boys. Because everybody thinks the Raiders suck like last year. They probably do. But I think they're a little bit better this year. And the Bills, they're much worse this year. I'm going with Las Vegas, boys. Call me crazy. I don't care. Alright, next we got Baltimore versus Cincinnati, boys. It's week 2. Joe Burrow's at home. But I think Lamar Jackson's going to come in there and he's going to show him who's the boss. So I'm going to pick the Ravens to win this game. Next, we got Seattle versus Detroit. Everybody's going to be high on Detroit. They beat the Chiefs, so it's going to be so easy to pick the Lions this week. So I'm going to pick Seattle. They took a bad loss, so I think they're going to bounce back and win this game. All right, next, we got the Chargers versus Tennessee. Both these teams took a bad L. Well, not a bad one. They took a tough L. An L that you really don't want to be taking. But they did take it. Now, I think Tennessee has a chance to slow the game down, keep that quarterback over there off the field, and look formidable. But I don't think they're going to let the Chargers go down 0-2. They can let Tennessee go down 0-2 because their division sucks. So they'll be able to come back and be okay. The Chargers, it's just different. That division's a whole nother animal. We could find out the Raiders will be the number 1 team by the end of the week. That'd be something to laugh at. But I'm going to pick the Chargers. All right, next game. I'm picking a lot of away teams here. We got Chicago versus Tampa. This is a tough-ass game to pick. I would stay the hell away from this one, boys, because it's just 2 unproven quarterbacks going at it with 2 unproven teams at the moment, especially Chicago. I'm going to pick Tampa Bay to win this game. Wait, hold up. No. I take that back. I'm going to pick Chicago to win this game. Wait, nope. Nah. I'm telling you guys, this is a tough game. This one right here is really tough. I'm just going to go with Chicago. I'm going to bail on them, though. If they can't get it done in the next few weeks, I'm bailing on Chicago. Nah, wait. Hold on, though, because they're away. They're not going to be home. But they're going to be in a dome. I think it's going to be hard to contain Fields in a dome. I'm going to pick Chicago. Now we got the Chiefs versus the Jags. I think they're going to let the Jags win this one, and then the Chiefs going to beat them in the playoffs. So I'm going to pick the Jags here, boys. They're going to have the Chiefs start off slow, I think. The Chiefs and the Bengals, all the teams that are great, they're going to have them start off slow so you can't predict what's going on. Now we got Indianapolis versus Houston. Both teams are with young quarterbacks, and both teams are not that good. But I think the Colts are just a little bit better, so I'm going to pick the Colts here, boys. And they got an offensive coach. Now we got San Francisco versus the Rams. I think everybody's going to pick San Francisco, so I'm going with the Rams this time, boys. All right, now we got the New York Giants versus the Arizona Cardinals. It's going to be very easy to pick the Giants here, but don't be surprised if the Cardinals beats them by a point or a game-winning field goal, boys. Don't be surprised if the Cardinals do it, but I'm picking the Giants here just because I have the Cardinals winning no games this year, but they probably going to win a stupid game here or there. I just don't think this is going to be one of them. Where you at, Giants? There you are. All right, now we got the Jets versus Dallas. If the Jets win this game, then you know this was completely rigged and scripted. I mean, it's still scripted, but this would be just nonsense. So, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets won this game. But I'm just going to pick the better team this time and pick the Cowboys. It's not going to be all upsets, boys. You can't pick an upset every time. That would be too obvious. The NFL, they going to throw you a bone. Like, you going to get some bones here and there. The favorite team will win here and there, but don't be surprised when them underdogs come in like sons of bitches and take it from them, boys. Don't you dare be surprised. Now we got Washington versus Denver. A stinker versus another stinker. But Denver, they got a lot more to lose than Washington. Washington, they're playing with house money with Sam Howell. He looks like an owl out there, flying around, right? But I think he's going to get stopped in his tracks this week by Denver. Because Denver, they got no choice. If Denver loses this game, they are going to get rid of Russell Wilson, and they're going to have a losing year. I promise you that. But I'm going to pick Denver here. Now we got Miami versus New England. I think everybody's going to be high on Miami, which is why I'm going to pick the Patriots, who almost beat the Eagles in a close game. I think Bill Belichick is going to have a game plan for Tyreek Hill. They let him go off last week. They're not going to let him go off again. They usually alternate or do every other game with players like him. They don't let them go off all the time. I would be really surprised if he has another big game 2 weeks in a row. So I'm going to pick New England this time. They usually do well against Miami at home. So I'm going to just go with it. Whatever happens, happens. Last two games, we got New Orleans versus Carolina. New Orleans is clearly the better team in every phase of the game. But I don't think that's going to matter on Sunday. I think Carolina's going to win the game. Wait, hold on. It's a night game, boys. Never mind. If it was a 1 o'clock game, I'd pick Carolina. Since it's a night game, I'm going to pick the Saints. Because you got to remember, night games, they don't do as much bullshit. There's a lot less fuckery on night games. But in the 1 o'clock games, when there's people that can't watch them all, at the same time, there's a lot of fuck shit that happens. I promise you. But I think this is going to be straightforward. New Orleans winning. Then we got Pittsburgh versus Cleveland. I think Cleveland's defense is for real. I think Kenny Pickett has regressed, but who knows? He might turn it around and they might have a big time game. But until that happens, I'm going to pick Cleveland. And that's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. The first 4 weeks are experimental. After week 4, we're going to know who these teams are. And we're going to have an idea of what the NFL is going to be this year. So give it another 2 weeks. And we're going to be riding smooth sailing, boys. Other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.